Right, so in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about the closure of my business. Right, so I literally just filmed a video on an Audi S3 that we took in as part exchange against my Audi RS6 that I own myself, and I sold my RS6 because one, it was time for it to go, I suppose, but two, I suppose the future of my business was looking uncertain, and soon enough coronavirus really set in and we all got told to stay at home.
From this evening, I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home.
It's just been a bit of a nightmare, and it's a shock to me and to everyone else, and I think that's kind of the nice thing about it. We're all in the same boat, which is not nice in a lot of ways. I don't want anyone to be in a shit situation, but it is kind of comforting in a strange way because I ain't the only one. And my business, Binker, we've got a trade side and a retail side. I know a lot of you know that. Majority of our cars are just part exchanges from other companies. We've got a business as well called the Car Buying Shop, where we buy a lot of cars, they come here and we sell them on with a margin. So we've got Binker Retail, so that's like the photo board there in the background, see that? That's where we photo all of our retail cars, and they're like this one here, look, covered in dust now because it's just sitting there. They get offered with like warranties and finance and that kind of thing. Now at the minute you can see there is nothing going on here, and it is busy here all the time, and I've had to close my business. It's as simple as that. And 2020 was never going to be about this. I had loads of plans for my business and lots of ideas. I'm constantly creating, trying to progress and trying to achieve. My business partner is my brother, Leon. He's just like me. We've got two peas in a pod. We're both trying to create all the time, trying to move forward. Our brother Jerome, our youngest brother Jerome, he works with us as well. And you know, as brothers, we're all trying to support and encourage and motivate each other all the time. We've got a lot of things going on, and we had a lot of ideas for the business. So all them ideas now will get put on hold, annoyingly. You know, that's one of the very annoying things. And I'm walking over in this direction because one of the things was this yard here. I put a sign up there, yard B. I've done that when I moved in. This was all going to get flattened, and it was going to make way for a whole load of new cars that we had come in, but that's just, it will happen at some stage, but it's just not going to happen just yet. So I thought I'd do a video just kind of like filling people in about my thoughts on the whole process, also just letting you know what the crack is with business, because Binker, my business, is on my channel a lot, and I'm very proud of it, man. I've been here for 12 months, or a bit longer than that now. February last year we sort of come here. We got the keys a few months before that. We've done loads of work here as well. Spent a fortune on this place, just making it nice. I'll take you for a wander inside reception and stuff, just so you can see what it's like. Yes, it's a funny time, and I know a lot of people can relate as well. I know people that are higher up in the world. I don't know them personally, but I do know that the higher you are, or the bigger you are, the harder you're going to fall right now, and it's tough, man. So reception, as you come into reception, vending machine. Only person using that in a minute is basically me. So yeah, all that stuff will probably go out of date by the time we reopen. By the way, we will be reopening. That is going to happen. I just don't know when yet. Got the sign on the wall there. Again, like, I put a lot of pride from me has gone into this. Yeah, a lot of this has been. We've been trading for probably about 10 years, and I always wanted a site like this, outdoors, because it's a lot more functional to be outdoors, like as opposed to like an indoor unit. So it's nice to have all the cars laid out and then lots of space as well. So we're in Milton Keynes, or just outside of Milton Keynes. If I just show you in here. Let's go through it. So this is our Binker Retail. This is where Jerome sits, does all of our finance. And yeah, it's nice. This is my office, just in here. I'll show you in here. Switch the light on. That's it. There's the RS6 that I had to sell, unfortunately. The M6 still got that. That might have to go. I'm not going to lie. Things are going to change. That's or things might change. Who knows? You know, considering everything in a minute. But that was like, obviously, when I bought the Golf R from Arthur. That is my most viewed video on YouTube. So I've got a picture of that on the wall in my office. But yeah, that's my office. and still getting used out of my office. I'm coming up here every day at the minute because keeping myself busy. In fact, we'll go back this way before we go through there. Just keeping myself busy, keeping active. I think that's important. And I've got to say that to a lot of you lot. If you've got stuff you can do, like, just do stuff, man. Keep busy, keep active. Fitness, exercise, do whatever you can. It's the screen there. We have like a little video on the roll all the time. I ain't got my key fob to hand, so. Through here. Staff only, so we function behind a glass. I mentioned this in the previous video, behind a glass screen, just like any car auction, just keeping a distance between our reception and customers, which is going to be good for when we reopen, because there's going to be that distance for like reducing the spread of the virus. So as we come around the back, obviously reception, proper behind the scenes of Binker here, and on the floor, then my dumbbells, just been messing around with them as best as I can, just doing a few bits. We've got a little whiteboard here, just sort of with to-dos on there. Those are retail boards there. I'm just probably doing a little wander around. And then this is the kitchen. It's all quite nice in there. I like to keep on top of it, and gives us all a nice use, or a nice kitchen to use. Brought this mini in to give it a little clean up. That's probably going to happen at some stage in my life over the next few days. And it's just a unit that we used to use to photograph cars, but it's become a little bit of a dumping ground. A lot of people will recognise this spot here. I've just cleaned this Volkswagen Golf. It's where I clean all the cars. We've got a valeter who's obviously not working at the minute, because no one's bloody working at the minute. Very annoying. Yeah, I was going to say, a lot of you probably recognise this area because I clean my M6 and my RS6, or I used to clean my RS6 there a lot myself. So really handy having a little car wash set up, by the way, because I can just keep my cars clean as often or as much as I like. And I love a clean car, but yeah, man, it's a sad time. It is a proper sad time, and I did not expect that this year this would happen. And as soon as I got a bit of a feeler for it, I thought, this is weird. Like, the phone calls started going a bit quiet, and people were very doubtful about coming down. People didn't want to part with cash or use cash because it's dirty, which it definitely is. And as soon as I started getting a bit of a feeling for what was coming, I thought, this is all going to change quite soon, and it did. Started noticing on the news, big companies like McDonald's were closing, like John Lewis closed. All these huge companies that you'd never expect to see closed were suddenly closing down, and that is very discouraging. And this will have a negative impact on the economy, no doubt, but in my previous video I mentioned that I think a lot of good will come out of it. And when I say that, I mean, obviously a lot of bad's going to come out of this, and people are getting unwell, people are losing their lives and their families. It's just bloody horrible, man. But I think all we can focus on is the only one thing we're in control of is focusing on the positives. And there will be a lot of positives that will come out of this, I know that. And I'm a guy stood here at my business and we're closed down, right? And to start with, it was scary. To start with, I was like, do you know what, I'm a bit worried, man. But I soon got over that stage of time, and you know what, I'm coming to terms now with what's coming for the future, and I am excited for the future. And I think that's what we've got to do: be excited for the future, be excited for what's to come, and be positive about what's going to come, because there'll be a lot of good coming your way. All right, with my time at the minute, I've just, like I say, I've been coming up here. My brother Leon's been up here as well. We just cleaned the Golf. I've been filming videos because I love filming, I love editing, and obviously I just love creating things. And I've got a lot of time on my hands, so now's the perfect time to do that. YouTube does obviously give me an income as well. It's not a patch on what I need to earn to cover, you know, my general outgoings, but you know what, the government are doing some wonderful things at the minute, and I'm sure by the time this video goes live, there'll be a lot of light shed on what's to come for lots of people, you know, employees, business owners, self-employed people, and pretty much everyone that's in a bit of a sticky situation financially, which is great. And that's something else I want to touch on as well. The government, the way that they've just stepped up to the mark, grabbed this problem with two hands, and they're dealing with it, is the most reassuring thing. And to see Boris, you know, big Boris, I must admit, be completely honest with you, I don't watch the news ever. I don't know nothing about politics. I don't know who's been the bloody Prime Minister for the last few years, but I do know that Boris is our current Prime Minister, and he is doing a fantastic job of what he's doing. I would not want to be that bloke right now, because the pressure and the responsibility that he's carrying nah man, I couldn't do that. I just couldn't do it. And he's doing a great job of it. On the surface he seems like he is, and he's delivering some really reassuring messages to all of us. So yeah man, respect to the government. It's certainly done that for me straight away. That's a positive. Like I've suddenly got a lot of respect for the government, man. Like, not that I didn't have respect for him, I've got a lot of respect for everyone going, but I pay a lot of tax, right? Me as a business owner or a company, we pay a hell of a lot of tax, VAT, corporation tax, and I am the first to moan about it. After all of this, I don't think I'm ever going to moan about tax ever again, because do you know what? Without all this tax that we paid, we wouldn't have the support or the reassurance that we're getting right now. And although this is a terrible time for me and for everyone else, our government are really sorted out for us. So that's a positive straight away. And like I said, there'll be a lot of positives that come out of it for sure. I mentioned in the previous video, use your time to do stuff, you know. Maybe learn a language, play an instrument, exercise. I've been doing more exercise now than I've ever done, because I'm always in a rush to get to work. Spending more time with my family at home. I'm cooking, like spending more time cooking dinners, you know, just creating a bit more than I normally would. And I think that's quite nice. I think a lot of us have come back to normality a little bit. As I drive down the road, like I drove in today, lots of people out walking their dogs, lots of families are out. I know we're told to stay within our families, and that's really important that we respect them rules, because that is preventing the spread of this virus. But it's nice to see families are out and about, people doing normal things, and people spending time with their children, their grandparents, whatever. Not grandparents, because grandparents are high risk, but you know what I'm saying. It's like we've all achieved a little bit of a reality check, and I think from all of this, a lot of good's going to come from it. I'm adamant of that. You look at your grandparents, for example, yeah, your nan will not throw any food in the bin, yeah. The reason why she won't throw any food in the bin, as if your nan's as old as my nan is, because she lived through World War II, and during World War II they had nothing, yeah, they had no food, they had absolutely nothing. They had to make good of absolutely everything they had, and as a result of that, they appreciate every little thing that they're given. And that's going to do us lot a similar amount. That's going to do that to us lot as well, because right now we're fighting over bloody toilet roll, over bits of chicken, over potatoes, over just rice and pasta, all these simple things that we didn't appreciate before, that we should bloody appreciate, and we'll now have a lot of gratitude for them because we've been forced to appreciate them. And it will change people's mindset, change people's mentality, and it will make people feel a lot more gratitude or pride for the life that they live. And although right now it is fucking tough and it is stressful, well, I'm standing here with a smile on my face because it's what I do, and I will do as well. I'll continue, and all these cars are all dusty, I'll scrub them all down and I'll pick up where I left off at some stage in time. No idea when that's going to be yet, but it's going to happen, right? And I'll then continue on my plan from probably a lower stage of where I want it to be, but continue on and try and progress as best I can and pick up from where I left off. So yeah, I wanted to do a video, just sort of time. I've got a lot of time on my hands. Got a lot of time on my hands. It's an opportunity for me to just connect with you lot on a personal level. And like I said, Binka it's a massive part of my life. It's a massive part of my channel. And a lot of people have been messaging me a lot and just saying, "Cav, what's going on? What's the crack? How are you feeling?" And it's wicked, man. I'm getting a lot of support, a lot of encouragement, and a lot of just sensible questions. So I think what I should do possibly is a Q&A. I think that's a good idea. I should just do a whole separate Q&A. I could just jump in a car, sit down and go through all your questions. And yeah, I'll do that. I think what I'll do is, to end this video, is I took you around Binka, which I'm really happy about. And I want to remind you as well that my videos, I'm doing this in every single video at the minute because I know it could be confusing for some people. My videos are generally filmed 2 or 3 weeks in advance, so what's happening in the world when this video goes live will be very different to what's happening in the world right now in my life. So I'm out and about, businesses are still open. I hope that will continue. Obviously my business isn't, annoyingly, but essential companies are still open. So if what I'm talking about seems a bit like, "Calvin, that ain't what's happening right now in the world," it's because this video was filmed a few weeks ago, right? So yeah, no, what I was going to say is give me a follow on Instagram at Calvin's Car Diary. I'm going to do like a poll, is it a poll? Q&A thing. You'll be able to ask questions on my Instagram, and then what I'll do is I'll have them saved on my phone, on my Instagram profile, and I'll go through at some stage very soon and I'll answer all of them questions, all right? But my priority for this video is just to let you know, yeah, if your life's tough, it's tough for everyone. And trust me, I went through a stage of thinking, shit, man, all of my plans, all of my ideas, my business, everything that we've worked for God knows how long, has all just gone to shit. And it was a tough reality, but you know what? Things are going to be all right. Things are going to be fine, man. So, yeah, we're all in the same boat. I'm going to end it there. Thank you very much for watching. If you did like this video, hit like. If you're new to my channel, generally it is car related content, as you can probably see if you're new to my channel. Cars are my life. I love cars, very passionate about cars, and I love trading with cars, and it will continue. It will continue. But yeah, give me a follow, sorry, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notified when I upload. I upload every Wednesday and Sunday at 6 o'clock. That routine may change because of current circumstance, but we'll see. And yeah, give me a follow on Instagram as well, at Calvin's Car Diary, alright? Sorry, cut in there. Abide by the rules as well. I really want to stress that. I know, like I said this in the previous video, the audience that I've got, although it's a huge audience, it's not enough of an audience that's going to have a massive impact on the current situation. But it's very, very important that you abide to whatever the government are telling us, because this situation or this problem is real. This ain't something that's been made up. I'm sure there's a lot that we don't know, positive and negative, but the fact of it is, countries don't get shut down like they do, like what's happening with us at the minute for no reason. So definitely play by the rules, do as you're told. As soon as we do that, the sooner we can all get out of this mess. And I really hope that nobody in my audience gets done badly by this bloody horrible virus. I really hope you're all well, because that is so important. I don't know anyone as yet, fingers crossed, that's got it really bad, but I know it's doing some horrible things to people. So yeah, definitely play by the rules, and that's just like my last little message before I go. Hope you're all well, and I'll see you in my next video, alright? Bye. In the next episode of Diary of a Car Trader, as you can see from this clip, my hair has grown quite a lot since the filming of this video. Now, that's all happened during lockdown, and in my next video, I'm going to attempt to cut my own hair.